Hello, did you miss me? Listen, I just got done recording a video where I was talking about analog horrors, and it's been a while since I had gone back to it, so I really wanted to go back to it, but then I found something that really pissed me off, and I really wanted to talk about it. I was going to have that in the video, but I decided not to because it could be a little rant video on its own, and so that's what I'm going to do. As I was scouring some analog horror things, I found this channel. Specifically, I found Jesus, man. Okay. You're more in depth than I than I thought. This Tri-County Television. This is the video that I saw. And I knew like a brief second that it's more than likely going to contain AI. When I first started watching it, I was very conflicted because it wasn't terrible. And then you get to the end of the video, and then it's just fucking slop. It's just garbage. As I said in a previous video, I don't word too well. My brain is smarter than my vocabulary. It's going to be really hard for me to talk about things that I'm extremely passionate about, which is content, making content, horror content, stuff like that, and try to talk about it in a way that sounds intelligent. So I apologize if this doesn't make sense. I'm going to try my best because this is something that I've recently started taking a hard stance on, just because I enjoy horror content, but I also am trying to make horror content. So let's take a look at this, and I just kind of want to show you a little bit of it. Boom. Almost immediately, I was just like, well, that's not normal. That doesn't look like a natural transition. It's cool, but it's definitely not, like, I don't know. Also, it just has that font, that, like, AI font, that it's like if you generate anything in AI, it just keeps the same font. It doesn't. It's weird. It's just, you could, like, kind of tell. It's like, that looked legit. Like, this looks like an edit. This looks like an edit. This is fake. Automatically. It's just like, and that's fine. Like, if you're not dwelling on it too much, and with AI, if you're using, here's how I view AI. I don't like generative AI if you're using it more. Like, if it's like 90% of your video, if it's the higher percentage of your video, if it's the majority of your video, then it's fucking garbage. Then you should not, in my opinion, you shouldn't be proud of making that, because you didn't do, sorry, there's a gnat there. You didn't do, like, really anything. You told other people to do things. And by people, I mean a wobot. The other thing is like, you can try to describe something as best as you possibly can, but the thing that you're thinking of in your brain is extremely specific. Like with me, I can see scenes in my head. I can see images of how I want things to look. And that's just how my brain works. It kind of just creates things for me. And I understand that sometimes it's really hard for people to get to that point. Yeah. And, like, even with this shot, it's not terrible. It doesn't really look overtly AI. You can just tell it's AI because it just is. It has that format. Like, it looks like there might be words on the pieces of paper, but it's, too smudgy to really tell. These wires in the background, it's like wires in the background and the foreground. And, and that's the thing. It looks pretty legit, honestly. This TV is maybe a green screen, but this could potentially not even be AI. Like, this could legitimately be a photo, because I don't think anything else is moving. No, nothing else is moving. So if anything, it is a photo. I don't see anything else moving. So, yeah. This is obviously an AI photo. But it's been edited. You can tell. It looks like it's been edited. And The green screen stuff, unless he generated like, give me a TV with, things playing on it, which is possible. But, for the most part, if this is all like green screen video, that's pretty good. I don't really believe it is. But yeah. And then this is just obviously, I think there's religious connotations in this. I don't even know if there is a story, to be honest. I don't really want to watch it all the way through. And then, like, yeah, so these pictures, obviously, I mean, they're edited, so it's not too crazy, but, like, it looks like maybe he generated the background and then just added this in, like, post. Fine. Like, that is fine. You know what I mean? Like, if you're going to take an AI photo and edit it, that's cool. That's a cool thing. Like, that's fine. You are still doing a lot of work to edit things to your specification. If you're doing it to hide something and to make it look not AI, that's whatever too, right? Because it's like, that's kind of the whole point of making content, is you're trying to make things that are fake look real. So I'm not too butthurt about that. But like, so this is fine. And like, it could have been done better for sure. Maybe he had edited it. That's really hard to say. And not really seen, because this is just like a person standing straight up. But it's fine. I don't want to criticize where he's obviously being creative. I don't want to do that. I will say the audio is really good. I don't know if I've never really dove into like if you can create AI audio. But it's really cool. I don't know if he even made it, but even if he didn't do it, it's still a really cool choice. I really like that kind of audio. Yeah. And these like UFO pictures are pretty dope. Like, even if that is AI, the graininess and stuff, that is the attempt. That is cool. That is fine with me. I'm okay with you trying to make an AI photo not look AI, because that is exactly the whole point of making content to begin with in this fashion. You are telling a narrative that isn't real, and you are portraying it as if it is real. So I'm fine with that. It's like watching wrestling, right? It's like, I know that it's fake, but like, you're portraying it as real. I want to believe it's real to an extent. So it's all like narrative and story, man. That's fine. This is a fine photo too. This is cool. I think that one is probably the best out of all of them.
Some of the fun of Hollywood movie making can be shared by all of us because of this. The home video camera.
So I'm getting a lot of like mixed feelings. Like is there a script? This is the problem, is like, I feel like when people make AI content, the thing that they struggle with the most is a narrative. So they kind of just wing it, and they just throw a bunch of shit on screen thinking that it's going to be scary. As if the cover of the book is what people are there for. You know what I mean? Which is not the case. You want to read the book. This looks like AI, to be fair. I'm not going to say that things look like AI, because the whole video it's going to develop into that. So I'm not even going to go with that, because I'm just going to say that every fucking time. So we're just going to continue. I'm just going to like do the atrocious stuff. That looked fucking sick. That was sick. I love that. That was like one of the main shots that really scared me. That's a good shot. If that's an AI photo, it was edited very well, and it looks really, really good. If it's a real photo, and you stole it off of Google, AI is like an amalgamation of like other things, so it's essentially just stealing too, but if you're trying to make it your own thing, I can, I have leniency there. That's a really cool photo. I really like that. And then immediately it's just, it takes me out. AI horror doesn't scare me. And I've noticed that because there's no intent behind it. There's no, you know what I mean? It's quite literally just a cover of a book. There's nothing, it's a hollow book, you know what I mean? So like, this doesn't scare me. I like that at least up to this point, there seems to be, I mean, albeit really fucking weird, but there seems to kind of be some sort of like narrative path. There's definitely a path. Narrative is, we're not going to use that word because I don't really, we're getting UFO, VHS tape, an alien, and God. So like, there's a lot there. So that's why I think it's just like religious scary, alien scary, blah blah. You know what I mean? It doesn't feel like it's very thought out. But like up to this point, like that is it's a creepy model. I very much appreciate the fact that you didn't like make like an up close shot of her face with AI to give us like that shock value. But again, it's just, it derives into that later on. So it's weird. So let's just. See, that was so good. Like, that was probably the scariest thing that happened. And I know it's AI, but that looked really good. That's fucking fantastic. And I think that's what my main problem is with this. It's almost like, okay, so one thing I've always loved about horror and what I've learned watching it and writing it is that less is more. The majority of the time, less is more when it comes to horror. Subtlety is far more terrifying than outright blah. You know what I mean? So, like, when I watched this, I'm like, that could have been the end of the video and it would have been satisfactory and it wouldn't, for me at least, it wouldn't draw so much criticism as it is now. But like 2 minutes and 22 seconds, the pacing has been fine. And like that there seems like a fine video. Because it still kind of feels like you're still like, it's very ambiguous. And like, is this, it asks a bunch of questions. And that's very good when it comes to a horror movie. I know that people sometimes get really pissed off about that, but no, you want your audience questioning things. That's just how horror is. Horror derives from mystery thriller, and like that is just the basis of that entire thing. It's the reason why a lot of movies work the way that they do. And then when you try to over-explain them, they fucking suck ass. I'm very passionate about this if you could not tell. So, should have probably ended the video there if I'm going to be honest. This is too much. This is too much now. Now you are shooting yourself in the foot. Now you are showing the lack of creativity. Like, we already saw a glimpse of the other one, but that was significantly scarier. Is this supposed to be the same person? Because it's not. The other woman, I'm pretty sure, had short hair. Yeah, it looks like she has very short hair. Or no hair. She looks like she's bald. She's not wearing anything. That's the creepy part, is that she looks like an alien because it looks like she's not dressed. She looks... the creature, whatever it is, it looks non-human. But there's nothing there to, like, identify it as something. You know what I mean? But, like, I can get where there's a little bit, maybe like a nightgown under there. I could see it. Like, you know, right around down here area. I could see it. But then, like, yeah, when we get back to this lady. And, like, who the fuck are you? Are these just people? What? Okay, we're back to God.
It's fun. Praise the Lord for sunshine. Don't let Satan blow it up. I'm gonna let it shine. Don't let Satan blow it up. I'm gonna let it shine.
You've been a good girl again today, Tiny Tears. Play a while in your playpen.
Okay.
With all your wonderful playthings.
You see, all Jenny's clothes are perfectly designed by fashion stylists.
And then, yeah, and then it's literally just the last section of this video, which is the majority of the fucking video, is just AI slop. It is just, let me type in the scariest shit and just have it generate it. Okay, well, this is a real video. Fake. What is the narrative here? I know I'm being a fucking, like, Karen right now, or whatever the male equivalent of a Karen is. Derek? I don't... It just feels very shallow. It feels very silly. So, like, how I was saying is, like, if I made something in AI, and I uploaded it, and then people liked it and subscribed to my channel and gave me a whole bunch of views because of it, that's not my accomplishment. I didn't do anything. I had an idea and I let something else do it, and it wasn't even the way I wanted it to be because I settled because AI is not fucking perfect. So you are downgrading your own ideas by using generative AI for the majority of your content. That being said, this guy's entire channel is just that. And I think that while his brain might still, you know, he still has these cool ideas to type out and you know, structure this in a way that sounds cool and looks cool. But like, yeah, what the fuck is this? What is this narrative? You were just showing scary images because you have limitations. You're limited in what you can do with AI. Okay. That's garbage, dude. That's fucking stupid. I wonder how much, like, H.R. Geiger stuff is used for this. Jesus Christ. That's like... Okay, well, that's legitimately a... See, this is why it's fucked up. I'm obviously not showing this. This is legitimately an AI photo of a dead body, a naked dead woman. That's fucking disgusting. We can do that? Look. Look here, listen. I have used AI. I've used AI a lot because I need help structuring things. Or what a lot of people do in the horrorscape is that they'll use generative AI to get a glimpse of what they see in their head, and then they'll design it based on how it looks. So like the generative AI isn't being used as much. And I've thought about it because I was like, oh, that it looks cool. It looks interesting. Like it looks like it could be something. But every time I use it and every time I try it, it's not what I want it to be. And then it looks bad and I can tell. So I don't want to use it. But I don't know. It's just, I know this isn't a war that we're going to win. And I fully understand that. But it really sucks because especially nowadays, we are coming into a pretty unique area of like horror and just creative minds. We're getting a lot of interesting things, and analog horror has definitely been one of those things that have helped kind of showcase the next generation of people, which is awesome. And I love that. And I aspire to be one of those next people. You know what I mean? The problem is that with this person, let's go to his channel because this is worrisome to me in a lot. His entire channel is filled with AI content. Entire. And here's what like I think the problem would be is that if I'm looking at all of this and I'm looking at every single bit of content that you have created, uploaded, I'm going to say uploaded because yeah, when you actually do create something, I'm not going to believe it. I'm not going to think it's real. You say that you're like an artist.
They can't forget a drug so sweet that even children would look on and smile.
So like, is any of this something that you created? You're using an audio that sounds like it's from something else, and all of this is from something else. Like, come on, man. Do you see that that's not creating? That's not being creative? It's literally you typing things out and then putting them into a thing. Like, if that is all you can fucking do, then fine. I get it. But I don't think that you deserve kudos for it. I know that sounds awful, and I'm not trying to be mean, but I really don't think that this is something to be proud of. It's just things. It's just things. This is a playlist of something, and they're all very short. That looks like Ronnie Radke. All right, so yeah, no, it's just the same shit. I don't know. I guess let me know what you guys think because I think this is stupid. I think this is shit. And like again, maybe I'm just fucking stupid. Just a example, okay? I found this other YouTube channel which is legitimate, and this. Okay, right off the bat, this is fucking okay. So I'm an old internet guy, like specifically with like media websites. So I was on like stupidvideos.com. That's where I found all the coffee commercials and all of that stuff. So like I was ingrained in horror at an early age as a little boy. I was groomed. I was groomed by Satan. But some of the scariest videos I remember as a kid were Japanese paranormal videos. So like this is the exact structure of how those videos went. And it really
奥さん曰く、その時のことをこう
Wow.
して書いてるんじゃないのかな。
So like even just this, like I'm 9 minutes into this 18-minute video, and there hasn't been a single thing that has been overtly terrifying. But the fact that this man is drawing faces of people who have been found deceased, and he has no idea why, that is a million times scarier than anything that I just fucking watched on that YouTube channel. Trent Anthony Francis. Trent Anthony, I think that you have a great mind. I think that you have a good horror mind. But for me, when I see people who use AI for a lot of this shit, it just comes off as like they're posers, man. So like, if you want to be recognized as someone who has this horror iconic brain like me, I want to be known as somebody who's fucking weird and someone who just thinks abstractly and creates really fucked up shit. I want to be known that. I want to be known for that, to be completely honest. So, like, I completely understand what you're coming from, but I think you're doing it, unfortunately, in the most shallow way possible, in the most inauthentic way possible. And if by some insane miracle that this is not AI, that this isn't AI, and that I'm just fucking stupid and I am just like oblivious to what I am looking at, and you are this incredibly detailed artist that can make art look like AI, I will make another video and I will apologize for everything that I said, and I was going to say I was going to kiss my foot, but I feel like that would be way more attention than I need. That's my thing to you. I don't think that you're a terrible person. I don't even know who the fuck you are. But just try to make something unique and cool and use AI as a way to help. I mean, you could do whatever the fuck you want, honestly. I don't care. You're probably going to. But as just one horror guy to another, it would be nice to see some interesting things, some interesting new things from you, because I think that you have a good vision. It's just stop using AI for everything. My name's Isaiah. Thank you so much for watching. I apologize if I was just being a dick in this video. I just really wanted to make this video for some reason. But thank you for watching. If you liked it, please like and subscribe. Yeah, don't forget to check out Blight Bloom. That's my horror channel. Link in the description. Probably link in the end card as well. I don't know. We'll figure it out. All right, so bye-bye.
Oh.